Hey, this is John Young. Today's video is going to be a wide angle shot here because I want to show you why one of many reasons why I really like battery powered tools. We're in the end of November here in Minnesota. It's been cold. We've been getting down to in the 20s, low 20s, upper teens, and we've had snow. The snow has kind of melted. There's still some snow here on the ground. But one of the reasons why I like battery powered tools as opposed to gas. Now gas has more power in many cases, maybe lighter, whatever. There's obviously positives with it. But one of the things I like is on a day like today, I think I saw 28 degrees, something like that, whatever it is over on the thermometer there. You might even be able to see it from your angle. It's cold. In back, I've got a large walk-behind mower that has a 14-horse engine on it. And on a day like today, where it's a little bit colder, trying to pull over a large engine like that would be very difficult. Battery powered, I'm not having to try to start a thick oiled gas engine. I've got my blower, I've got my mower, and you can see I've got leaves here on the ground. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blow those leaves away from the house, and then I'm going to chop these up. I've got my Ryobi mower here. This is with the cross-cut blade in that. So there's actually two different blades on it to really chop things up. And you're going to be able to see it on these oak leaves. Typically my oak tree doesn't lose leaves until the spring, but this year it decided to lose them in the fall a little bit. But there's still a lot holding on right there. So we're going to blow away from the house. We're going to chop this all up in this video. I'm going to speed it up so you guys won't have to watch me going back and forth. And then we'll talk a little bit about it when we're done. All this is happening, by the way, 28. Let me just check that out. Why not? Excuse me, Mr. Woodpeckers, can you please move? Thank you. So right now, okay, so we are showing a little bit warmer, about 35 degrees right now. So we're going to go and get things going and blow the leaves and chop them up. Okay, we've got the leaves kind of blown away from the rocks. I could do a little bit better job with that, but it is pretty chilly out here, and I want to continue on with the video. What I'm using for a blower, this is all based on the 40-volt batteries from Ryobi. This is, I'll give you the model number here. This is the 404010 VNM. This is basically their latest version in their brushless HP series, the 40-volt HP. This has got some incredible power. It's like jet propulsion. There's videos I've done on this. It's a great little blower. If you're looking for a super high-powered blower, this is one to definitely check out. And now we're going to go with our crosscut mower. And the model number on this one, this is the Ryobi, let's see, it's the 4010 15US. Basically, it's a 40-volt, walk-behind, self-propelled mower. It's got the crosscut blades. So the blades are kind of at a V-shaped on the sides, kind of like that. And then they do their thing and spin and chop. Self-propelled, handle adjust for storage. And yes, you're going to be able to watch, I guess, my woodpeckers there eating soot during this video. They just don't have much respect for those of us who have work to do today, do they? We've got full speed control on this. I'm probably not going to use that too much because I want to go nice and slow and make sure it chops up. But if I wanted to, I certainly could. Now here's the magic. I'm not having to go and pull start. Okay, so just a quick pass through some of the heavier stuff. You can see it chopped up really quite well for one pass down and one back. I'm going to probably chop it one more time. I wanted to come back here. I see a few leaves I missed. I'm going to back up, hit those, and then we'll keep going on this whole process of getting these leaves chopped up. Over in this area, you can probably see, maybe you can't. There's a little bit of snow down here, but we're not going to worry about that too much. So some of you have seen some of the other videos where I've used this machine demonstrating in the summer, and a couple have pointed out that I wasn't using the self-propelled at that time because I was walking faster than what the self-propelled would go. And you mentioned that the machines are kind of designed for the speed of the cut to go with the speed of the self-propelled, kind of at a max speed. So I just actually used the self-propelled here. I even went a little slower than its ability because I was wanting to use it kind of like a cruise control, like you do in a car when you have you're learning and you don't want to be accelerating way beyond the nuances of your brand new car. So you use cruise control until you get used to it. And that's really what I was doing here, is the cruise control was forcing me to go at a slower pace than I probably might have. This was one time through. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to mow back and forth a second time, and then we're going to compare and see exactly how much we have for leaf debris that might blow around on the yard. So I'm going to come through and mow it again, but instead of going east and west, I'm going to go north and south. Okay, so I did a couple of different things here. First off, we mowed north and south, so we now have chopped these twice. Once going east-west, once going north-south. And then in this area, you might have noticed that I was going forward and pulling backward. I wanted to kind of demonstrate that because you can see the areas in which I pulled back have got a little more leaf debris. The windrow was about the same over here as it was over here in the initial video. This area where I started to go forward and backward, or as far as forward, turning around and going forward as I came back, we have much better distribution and chopping going on. So if you're wondering, can you mow going forward and then just kind of move over and pull backwards? You can. You can mow that way and you can chop that way. It just doesn't quite do as nice of a job as to go down, to turn around, and always be mowing going forward. Just a little demonstration I wanted to do with that. So this seems to be my tough area. I'm going to hit it one more time, just going back and forth here, and let's see if we go a third time of what it's going to do. So there we are. 3 passes through here, 2 passes over in this area, really 1 pass on the end where it really wasn't that thick. Yeah, my birds are wanting me to get out of here, get out of their way. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go through and chop this area. The rest of the yard, there's leaves here and there, but it's not a real big deal. They'll be fine under the snow. In this area, it was thick enough where the snow, we might get some mold issues, especially on the north side here. That could be a problem, so I wanted to get things chopped up. If we'd be about 3 weeks, 4 weeks earlier, in mid-October, chopping up like this would pretty much all be gone and down into the soil before we started with our freeze. We've passed that point. We've had a weird fall. So now it's finally cold enough, but I don't think we're going to have much decomposition of the leaves. They're going to be down out of the way, which will be great. The rest of the yard, there's pretty much everything's going to be good, but I wanted to get it so we wouldn't have mold issues here on the north side. And also, it's a little easier to see when birds are on the ground and we don't have leaves all the way around. And this is kind of a fun side to watch birds throughout the winter months. This is John Young. Again, links in the description below. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in a 40-volt system, you have any questions, put those down in the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer those for you. Thanks for watching.
For more tips and how-to videos, go to weekendhandyman.com.